I'm looking at the chat right now. Somebody is calling this the therapy show post red wedding. Somebody said this was a dope reaction. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Y'all, the post show discussion that you all probably saw at the end of my reaction to the red wedding, which included Brandon, that almost did not happen. Actually, the people on Discord may or may not even know that, for the ones who are tuned in live. I was actually fully prepared to just like literally be like, hey, got love for y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Tough episode. We'll talk about it later. But actually, I will say, kind of talking through that towards the end of the conversation, it kind of made things a little bit better today. Carly, Renee, what's going on? But I'm here to take any and all questions about what I just witnessed in the red wedding, which I will probably deem as I don't want to have recency bias, which that's been one of my new favorite words. Shout out Jalen, my dog, who's giving me that word to start using. I don't want to have recency bias, but I think that might be the worst thing I think I've ever seen on this channel. I think it might be the worst thing that I've ever seen on this channel. So without further ado, I got live chat open for people to talk live. I got comments that we gonna address. Obviously, if any super chats come through, hitting those first. And then I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Shout out the new subscription on Patreon. On Twitch and Patreon too, because both of those came through. Appreciate you a lot. The confetti is coming through, but I'm not seeing the name. Let me see who it is. If I missed them, golly, making sound effects go crazy and all that. Anyways, it's not popping up for me right now, but I appreciate you for joining. If there's anything that I can't answer or feel too uncomfortable answering, y'all gonna see this Pepsi. I mean, I know this is bad for me, but it can't be worse than Game of Thrones, right? I'm just gonna take that sip. It's a mango Pepsi, too. Mango's good for you. Pepsi bad for you. So it's like a combo. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. Good and bad for you. Man, this is some endorsement. This is some crazy. Never mind. I'm drinking some mango flavored drink. Bojack Rex, you say, ooh, eel on a Pepsi. Hey, man. It can't be worse than me than Game of Thrones, right? Let's focus back in. I'm going to be the first one to let y'all know this if you have not already gathered it from my experience from watching Game of Thrones from season 1 all the way up until season 3, episode 9. Robb Stark was my favorite character in the series. He was my absolute favorite character in the series for so many different reasons. You seldom meet good guys in Game of Thrones. Everybody is always good to a fault. They're always good to a fault, meaning it's like, my boy, you do some good things, you do some bad things. Actually, you do some really bad things. And it does not make up sometimes for the good things that you do. Cho Yun Smut asked a question that I'll address. Y'all gonna keep watching. There go your answer. JJ52 says y'all have some options reactions. Please don't stop. Maybe that was a little bit of ASMR for y'all too. So should I title this stream like Game of Thrones and ASMR stream? Thatcher said, Addison, are you ahead of this episode at all? Or is this just as far as you've seen? Another question. Is it weird that I'm drinking Pepsi but wearing a Sprite shirt? There goes another answer for y'all. And you know what? I'm glad I get the opportunity to play with y'all today, how y'all play with me. Because I had an overwhelming amount of requests to watch Game of Thrones, right? Yeah, I got requests to watch Wheel of Time, No, I'm gonna play with y'all today. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna answer some questions for real. I'm gonna answer some questions for real, but I'm gonna play with y'all a little bit. You gotta let me have my fun, since I know why a lot of y'all tuned into episode 9 because you wanted to see me broken down to a piece of bread. That's what y'all wanted to see, didn't you? You wanted to see me on that floor down there laying down. That's what you wanted to see, didn't you? You wanted to see me on that floor passing out. You wanted to see me out of character. That's what y'all wanted to see. Y'all didn't come to this channel for the normal laughing, joking, hee ha ha. And I knew something was up because from the moment we were watching episode 9, yes, and I'm talking now. Yeah, we talking. I'm not sipping no more. From the moment we were watching Game of Thrones season 1, the chat kept on saying, "Ooh, I can't wait till he get to that moment. Ooh, sweet summer child. Ooh, when they get here, oh, they gonna learn. Oh, they think it's bad now. Just wait till then. If they think this bad, they not gonna wait. They ain't gonna be ready for this." I seen all that. I seen all that in the comments. I seen all of that. Yeah, I seen all of that. So when I take my sip, let me take my sip. Now ask your questions. Let me have my fun. Y'all thought y'all was finna come up here and I was finna pour my heart out to y'all. That's what y'all thought, didn't you? You thought you was finna pull up to this stream and I was finna tell y'all all my feelings. Now I had something for y'all because y'all played with me. I love y'all though. But I had to get that off my chest. Now let me stop being petty. Let me get to what y'all asked. Now let me get to what y'all asked. I got that out of my system. I got my pettiness out of my system for those of y'all tuning in live. For those of y'all watching afterwards, you may or may not have deserved this. But still, I got that out of my system. So what y'all want to know? Let me pull open Discord too. Kamir is asking, am I playing drinking games by myself? No, but if y'all want to know, I got a question I'll answer that nobody asked. The strongest thing I've ever drinking has probably been ginger ale. Some of y'all may not have even wondered, am I a drinker or not? But I do not drink. The strongest thing I think I've ever drinking has probably been ginger ale. And actually, it was that ginger ale bowl. Lord have mercy, your bowl was turned off that ginger ale bowl. Whee! Ginger ale bowl hit my chest. Thought the Lord was going to scold me after that sip. Back to Game of Thrones. Arya Izara asks, do you realize Rob should have listened to Cat now? First off, let me give some backstory. I addressed this in our Game of Thrones reactions. I feel like Catelyn really had Rob shorted out. What I mean by shorted out, meaning his attention was on the war, his attention was on Winterfell, his attention was on Theon and that situation, and his attention was on how to deal with Jaime. And his attention was also how to get his sisters back. And his attention was also living with the fact that he just lost his father. And his attention was also on being a great leader. Catelyn having Jaime escape up underneath his nose is foul. I'm going to say that till the sun go down. It's foul. If you can tell anybody what the plan is, even if that is what you had in your heart mindset to do, you have to talk to him about that. And I have to bring that up, but friend, I'll bring up my next point. Yasagi Dango, appreciate you for that super chat I'm about to get to you as soon as I wrap up this question. I have to say that before I say anything else I'm about to say. You really shorted my boy Rob out. You shorted him out. And I say that to say, when Rob married old girl, rest in pieces, man. Sorry, golly, that was bad. Rest in peace. I feel like a bit of that was out of rebellion to his mother, and because he low-key, he loved my girl. I feel like he really loved my girl. I feel like he really did. But a little bit of that, we can't lie, y'all. It was in rebellion. He was like, nah, mama, nah. I'm going to do what I want to do in this situation. But when his mama told him, he should not marry her, honor the Frey little situation. And then specifically when his mama told him that he needed to spare Karstark. Robb made bad decisions, and I'm not on the boat for completely blaming Catelyn for the bad decisions that Robb made. But Lord have mercy, Robb was shorted out. And I know some of y'all like, you making excuses, bro. You ain't had that energy for Catelyn when she got her kids taken. I'm not making excuses for Robb. You see what happened to him? What excuses I'm going to make for him? My favorite character in the show, he had his flaws. Probably had the least amount of flaws. They did him dirty. And this is why, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was watching this show. I'm gonna take an unnecessary sip. I don't like this show. But just like that sip I took, I had to get another one. I understand what Caitlin was saying. And I spoke about this on my episode 9 post episode discussion. Sometimes it's hard to hear the things that people are telling you when they do you so dirty. They could be telling you the most simplistic things, but you start to second guess everything because it's coming from them. And I know a lot of us got to get over that sometimes. But coming from your mother, bro, the woman who gave birth to you, to betray you like that, Robb still made a bad decision. Let me go back up to the super chat I missed from Usagi, then I'm going to address some of the other questions. Usagi said, this was the second time Game of Thrones burst my bubble. After the Red Wedding, I decided to no longer have favorite characters. How about you? Good point, good question. And I completely understand your rationale. But who said I'm going to keep continuing on? But if I were to, if I did, who would even be my next favorite character? Who is next on the list? Oh, golly. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. I do have a next favorite character, and he is number 2 on the top favorite characters got list that I have. No, it's not an ungot list, actually. It's an ungot list. It would be Jon Snow. I love him for a lot of different reasons, and I can get into that later. Let me address a few other questions, though, that we have. But yes, Jon Snow is a close second. Super close second. Nicole says, you bring up a good point. It's crazy to me how much Frey was mad that Robb didn't marry one of his daughters. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Who get that mad that I ain't married one of your stank, yo, nasty booty little daughters? And you gonna murk me because I ain't wanna, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, go clean your daughters up. Golly. And you mad at me. Because I don't want no stank booty little girl. What? Another question. How do you think Arya will be now that she's witnessed her father and brother die? Arya is about to be a savage. Arrows, bodies in the baggage. A savage. She's about to be a savage. She already, that's a savage little girl. Arya is a savage little girl. What did she tell the Hound when she's on the cart? She be talking crazy. Her and the Hound, they be talking crazy to each other. Arya and the Hound, bro. Sometimes I think the Hound forgets that he's talking to a little girl. He is a wreck. He like that uncle that when your kid come around, you gotta close their ears. Like, oh, that's a kid. You but my boy. It's already bad when you tell me, and I'm a grown up. But when you talk to the kids like that, my aunt, chill. For you don't get invited to no cookouts no more. No, and everybody know you still gonna pull up. Another unnecessary sip, and don't mind me, y'all. If I run out of sips, I'll give me something else. Victoria Q asked me, whose death hurt the most? If you have not watched my episode 3x9 Game of Thrones reaction that features that has Brandon in it, come on. You know what I'm saying? That episode will let you know who my Rob. Catelyn got in that one too. It does make me curious though. I think Brendan, Brendan, like, you know what I'm saying? I know the stuff be tough to, the stuff be tough to him, but he keep it calm and calm and collective when it happened. Me, man, look, ever since I switched to this new setup, the thing I like the most is when something I don't like happen, your boy can get out the way a little bit. Earlier, man, your boy about ready to punch something. You know what I'm saying? Something. And it can't be my people around me because I love them. Shout out the new Patreon member that just joined, Daphne Barrist. In case you're tuning in, I appreciate you. Matter of fact, shout out the Patreon family in general, man. Shout y'all out. I think I got to talk a little bit lighter because I think I got the volume wrong on the screen. I got shout out the Patreon family in general. If y'all want to join that family, man, get early access to content. Put on what I watch next. Have a lot of fun with me. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Join the Patreon. My dog is FaceTiming right now. I can't talk right now, bro. I just lost somebody. I lost another dog that I had no relationship. I can't talk to my dog right now. He's FaceTiming me, but I love you though. Somebody said this is one of the best shows, if not the best show, period. How could that be if y'all lost one of the best characters in the show? Somebody talk to me. How can this even be considered one of the best shows, period, if you get rid of one of the best characters in the show, if not the best character in the show? Make it make sense. Next question. Really? You don't like the show? Let me deflate a little bit. I don't like what the show does to me. But I have enjoyed my time while that was watching the show. I've enjoyed my time watching the show. I do not like what the show does to me. Another show that kind of did that to me. You know what's funny? Another show that did this to me, and it wasn't in no season 3. It was somebody look it up for me because I can't remember what season it was. Another show that did this to me. I actually stopped watching, and it was before I started doing reactions. The name of that show was Game of Thrones. I'm not going to say no characters' names. I'm going to just say, Barry Bonds. When they did a certain thing to me, I actually stopped watching the show. I actually stopped. I watched a little bit more past that scene, but I literally was like, one day it was like, why am I watching this? I love it, and I hate what they do to me at the same time. Why am I watching this? I stopped watching that show. For those of y'all who know what that show is and what situation I'm talking about, y'all know what it is. If anybody on Discord wants to chat or anything like that, y'all let me know. I can bring y'all up. We can have a conversation. I know people just be hearing my voice the whole time, and I've just been ranting. But I have another question, another super chat that just came through from Chris Retzlaff. Hopefully I said your name right. Appreciate you so much for the support, for the love. Just to let y'all know, man, I know it may sound like I'm saying thank you a lot to everybody who comes through. It's because I really want to make sure that I highlight y'all when y'all do stuff like this for sure. I mean, I appreciate everybody tuning into videos and things of that nature. I never imagined when I first started streaming, first started recording, started any of this stuff, back in the day, that it would get to the point where people would support me and us like this in this way. And I never want to forget that feeling back then. Because I started out just making videos, just talking to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And we get to the point, we get to certain situations like this where we have a large community of people. And to me, it's not about that subscriber amount that's on the channel that y'all see. It's about the community that we're building. So I want to say a special thank y'all for that in general. I mean, I appreciate it. Y'all make stuff like this fun, even when we go through stuff like we went through in episode 3x9. But back to the comment from the super chat. With every moment that affects you negatively, there are many beautiful moments, and there are honorable and unforgettable characters in this journey. So I'm gonna tell you something. In my life in general, I've had a few hard things. The hardest thing that's ever happened to me, well, my life is not over yet, so I don't know what that means in the grand scheme of things. The hardest thing that's happened to me probably at my life right now, in this point right now, has been losing my friend Dre. Some of you may or may not know who this was. He was actually one of the key members of this channel as I open it up. And the craziest, most scary thing, and I know we're talking about a show right now, and I'm talking about somebody who was really here with me. That has been the hardest thing. And I remember when that happened to me, I was stuck. Like for real stuck. Like when I'm not talking about this show stuff no more. I'm talking about like I was real deal stuck. Like it felt like the stuff I was doing just like really did not matter at all. Especially when like just working so hard for some stuff just ending so abruptly. And I say that to say I'm not a quitter, but I say that to say at the same time, I realize how important it is to be emotionally ready, which is the thing. A lot of times people don't think about that. Emotionally ready, because a lot of times people will say, if I lose so-and-so or if I lose this or XYZ, I'm done. Like it may really wreck you. But then what you have to realize is that there are other people in your life that you do have to keep moving on and pushing for. And there are other people that you may have lost that you have to keep pushing because of. And that is one of the main reasons that I continue to approach this channel with the energy, the eagerness, the level that I do, because this was something that he started as well. When it comes to this show, I 1,000% understand that there are going to be beautiful moments in it. It's just hard to imagine situations like that ever being, unless, like I told you, and some people calling me a sweet summer child for this. If we can get my boy, who can bring people back, my brother. I'll take a sip to that. Let me scroll back down to another super chat. This one's coming from Cash. Cash, shout you out. I think this is the first time supporter in a super chat way, man. First of all, shout you out again. In the beginning, it looked like the Starks were the OGs. Is there any comeback for them with the remaining members? Who do they have? John is that one for sure. John is that one. Look, Arya's just too young. Like, I really don't even want her to be out there because she's a little girl. She's a little baby, man. Little baby. I don't want her to get touched. Like, if she can get in, get out, that's cool. But they told me episode 1 that the kids can get that work. Matter of fact, if we being honest, Arya gave another little kid that work. Arya, her first kill was on Lil Tubby. You know what I'm saying? She poked him, man. Bust that boy a bubble. So the kid's gonna get touched, and that's what scares me about her. I kind of want to have her protected. Like, man, stay behind. You know what I'm saying? Stay behind me a little bit. Can we do it like a time speed up? Like, let's fast forward the story till she get about like 17, 18, maybe 20 something. And then, all right, cool. Now we can get back active. Just train for right now. That's what I want you to train for right now. We got work to do. Shout out to everybody in the chat who's doing an RRP and showing love for my boy Dre. Y'all know I never want to turn the mood of the streams down, but I'm not me if I don't just keep it a bean with y'all about how I'm feeling about certain things. And again, I know everybody got things that they deal with, people that they lose and things of that nature. And like I said, it's gonna be it's my prerogative to make sure I shout my boy out every chance I get. I know he would do the same for me. So that's my feelings about the question that Cass just answered. Barry says, I discovered you guys when you started watching Wheel of Time and followed you since. I remember him. He was wonderful. I appreciate you. Dana said, I was talking about Dre yesterday. He left a mark on me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I appreciate y'all keeping him alive in the circles that y'all have with Wheel of Time and different things of that nature. I appreciate you. Back on Game of Thrones. Back on Game of Thrones episode 9 related things. If I missed anybody because I started on my rant and it scrolled down, shout out everybody tuning in live too, man. Shout out everybody tuning in live. Shout out everybody tuning in live. Somebody did a get back must be had. Unoriginal says, I'm a little behind on your reaction, so I didn't watch it yet. But how are you feeling? Are you still going to watch? Unoriginal, if you just tune in to this point in the video, have somebody explain to you what that sip right there, man. They're going to let you know. Chat, let them know what that sip meant. Let that boy know what that sip meant. Or that girl know what that sip meant. But what else y'all want to know? Okay, let me do this. Let me take a break. I've been talking about Rob this whole time. Let's talk about Caitlyn. Let me close my eyes. Let's talk about Caitlyn. Because we had I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna. You know how they do that, Caitlin Clark. You know how they do that, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese thing. They talk about Caitlin Clark, but they don't talk about Angel Reese, so people be in their feelings about it. Just because you talk about one person great, they want to be, well, ain't you talking about the other person? All right, let's talk about Caitlin. Caitlin, I know I was tough on you. I know I was, man. I really know I was tough on you. And the reason, y'all know how it is. For those of y'all who got family, those y'all got kids, brothers, sisters, daddies, best friends, any of that. You know sometimes you will be harder on them than people that you know nothing about because you want to see good from them. You want to see greatness from them. That is how I will sum up my relationship with Caitlin. I saw that energy. I saw that leadership ability in her. I seen she gave birth to some strong young men. And then one of the young men she didn't give birth to, but that was still a strong, great young man. I was just a little hard on that because I see the love she got for her kids, and I just wanted that also for John. The story they told me when she said she prayed for John to get sick, it made me sick. I'm not going to lie. It made me sick. I felt like that was foul. I felt like that's foul. It's really foul. It's different when you have that energy towards somebody who really did you wrong, but having that energy towards a little baby, man. Look. Shout out one of my mods who got this made for me because they know I'll be saying it all the way. Team Say the Babies. Say the babies. Say the babies, man. That's what I'm going to forever be. And if you do anything to harm the kids of the babies, it ain't a lot I can do or say for you that's going to be too positive until you rectify that mistake. And then actually not only rectify that mistake, be an advocate for never making that mistake again. And then you got to do like 50 extra things. I ain't going to lie to you. For me. Let me go up to the super chat from Exo Mary Jen Triple X. Appreciate you so much for the love you just came through with. Appreciate you. And reading your comment, it says, I'm sorry for your loss. I do remember he was in one of the first videos I saw from the channel. He will be missed. Keep it going for him and stay true to yourself. I appreciate you so much. What I realized when that happened is I had asked myself, actually, one of the biggest things I struggled with, just keeping it a being with y'all. You streaming. Somebody told me earlier I could talk about whatever I wanted to talk about, so I'll talk about it. One of the biggest things I thought about after that happened is whether or not I actually wanted to be remembered as like the guy who told jokes and was funny on YouTube a lot, which is why y'all see me kind of gearing off into experiment with different video things of that nature. Because at the heart of it, just me in general, I want to make sure everybody's having a good time. But I also want to make sure that I'm real and authentic and genuine with people as well. Because sometimes having a good time comes first, and sometimes being real comes first. It just depends on the day, depending on the situation. So that was one of the reasons it was like, because at a moment with somebody that I joke so much with and joke through a lot of stuff about, losing that person was the most unfunny thing I've ever experienced in my life. It was such a contrast. We joked so much. I probably joked too much. I'm going to be honest with you. Matter of fact, it was so, I love the dude so much. I had so many jokes that I would think of that I couldn't even get ready. I couldn't even wait to tell him some of those jokes because I knew he would enjoy them. Losing him was the most unfunny thing I've ever experienced in my life, period. As much as y'all see me joke and play around and have fun on the channel. So that's one of the reasons, that's one of the things that when that happened, that was one of the things that had me stuck. But slowly but surely, like hearing from, and y'all have supported me a lot through that in multiple different ways. I can't even list every single, some of y'all have supported me, like reading y'all's comments. I'm gonna be honest. And some people drop the comment, some of these people be telling y'all drop the comment because, they trying to get the engagement up and stuff like that. I'll be capping to y'all if I don't say that don't help. Yeah, that help. Yeah, that help. But it helped me on a deeper level than that. Hearing y'all support, hearing how much y'all are involved in enjoying this, that helped me way more than anything that algorithm can help me with. So I appreciate you, XO Marriage Gen X. B says, no question, sending this just to pay you to stop drinking that Pepsi like that. Hey, Britt, come on, man. Let me have my fun. Y'all play with me. Let me have my fun. All right, so I'm going to save one extra. You know, this is the thing. People be saying, oh, you being extra. You being extra. Somebody told me that the other day. I said, well, would you want me to be the least? What you want me to be? Normally people are happy about getting extra. So I'm going to save 2 comments that I was going to do my exaggerated sip because of the super chat B just said. So y'all can thank B for that. Because I had, this next one I had for y'all, man. Never mind. I can't even do it yet. No, I can't do it yet. I had it geared up and ready. The pettiest sip y'all was ever going to hear. Let me skip on to another super chat I have from Usagi again. Now that you are almost done with season 3, almost, have you not been paying attention to what I've been saying? Now that you're almost done with season 3, you know a lot of characters, etc. Would you ever consider reading the books because you have a lot of knowledge and you could definitely handle the complexity? Thank you for that compliment. I think it was an intellectual compliment as well. I appreciate you. Some of the times, y'all, you know your boy just be, I be having ideas about stuff and they just be so wrong. Like sometimes I'll be like, dang, bro, you think he could actually turn into a dragon? And in my head, it be sounding like legit. Hold on, let me scratch my, speaking of head, let me scratch my head real quick. Golly, don't worry about the haircut, y'all. That's why I got the hat on. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Golly. Don't worry about that. But some of the takes, man, they end up being closer than what I thought they would be. Would I consider reading the books? This is going to be a yes or no question. No, I'm not going to be doing any reading of books anymore, but I will be listening to audiobooks. Speaking of which, quick little pub. If you're watching around this time, we got a book club that we just kicked off on the Discord. First book series that we are going to be taking a look at is Hunger Games. Actually, the first book. I'm not sure if we're doing the whole series yet. It depends on what y'all vote on. If y'all want to join the book club, y'all can determine what we're going to read. Hunger Games is the first book that we're going to be reading through. Shout out Jillian. Shout out Kate. Shout out everybody who's helped get that situated. It's a lot of fun. And we're definitely wanting y'all to be a part of it as we go through that. But I'm going to be listening to audiobooks. So I know I answered that in a roundabout way. Just because of all the stuff I got to do, I still want to enjoy a good story. But I haven't read anything in a long time besides the Bible. Listening to audiobooks, and even with the Bible, you know what I'm saying? I'll be listening to that. I listen to audiobooks. That's my thing. Some people are like, oh, it's the same thing. It's a good question. How's Game of Thrones? It could be as simple as soon if it gets voted on in a book club situation. Rant Almore says, life got me tied up, but nice to see your channel thriving. Hope all is well. Red Wedding was wild. Much love. Rant Almore, shout you out, man. You are our OG on the channel. Appreciate you so much for coming through with that love. Longtime supporter of the channel as well. And the thing about it is, like, I know what happens, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people come in for Game of Thrones. Sometimes people come in for different content. Some people come in for With a Time, come in for Alice in Borderland, come in for, y'all see me doing this quick little plug just to let y'all know all the things we got on the channel in case you didn't know, so you can watch it. Come in for Harry Potter, come in for Lord of the Rings, come in for, what's another good one we've done? Vox Machina, you know what I'm saying? They come in from a lot of different ways. And I understand your interests may change and things that you check out may change. That's why, even if you've only watched one video from me, even if this right here is your first video, I appreciate you because you all's time is important. And I want to do give the best effort to make sure that when y'all come through, it's a good time. So I appreciate you. Even I know life might got you tied up. You may switch you may be doing another thing. I understand everybody got a family outside of this. I'm an advocate for that. Like, let's come on here and have a good time, but I really want y'all to be better people out in society. Be a better person with the people you with. And that's one of the things I encourage the most. If I can give you that extra laugh, that extra boost for the day so that when you go back out, the energy you didn't think you have more of it when you with your people. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for that super chat and that love. April Flower says, Will of Time. Yeah, you already know. So Harold Whaley says, brother, would you just hang in there until season 4, episode 2? You won't regret it. First sip denied because of B for that super chat. I got one more. Let me go on and read the next one so I can get back to my sipping. Joe Easy says, bro, you're loved. You always stay true. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that, for real. I think earlier somebody asked me, was I Catholic? I am not. I told you I'm answering a lot of different things. I am not. Minx Stack says, y'all should watch the horror show on Prime called From. Since we on this live stream right here with y'all, I'm going to give y'all a little peek behind the scenes exclusive. A Patreon member requested that we watch that show. We've actually checked out the first episode of that. It's on Patreon. I don't know when it's coming to YouTube, but right now it's on Patreon. I want to say something. Low key, it might be one of the most favorite things I've seen so far this year. I ain't gonna lie. And there was just one episode I seen. I can't wait to get back to From. But for right now, that's only on Patreon. Just letting you know. I'm not trying to be a car salesman. But hey, that junk is fire. I can't wait to get to it. When I fully get to it, I'm really finna get to it. Brandon's with me on that one as well. Another super chat coming through. Paige Lyons. Thank you. Says, love y'all's reactions. I've been rewatching some videos today and they hit as good the second time as they did the first. One question I have for you is, which character would be the hardest for you to lose? Paige, listen to me. First off, for the first half of that message, thank you so much. And like, it's dope. Like, I've heard people say they've watched the videos twice and things of that nature. Because I'm different, I can't. It's hard for me to watch movies twice. Like, once I've seen something, I've liked it a lot, and I'm even if I really liked it, I'm kind of done with it. Just because there's so much other stuff to watch that I want to get to. So when somebody tells me they've rewatched the video of mine, like, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, because I know how I feel about things. I may really like somebody's video, but unless it's for something I don't like rewatch it. And like, I that means a lot. That means a lot. So appreciate you. So as far as favorite character to lose, it was Rob. He was at the top of my list. He was my favorite character in the show. He's my favorite character in the show. So that now what will be between, because I do have a top characters list that has been getting updated every episode, every other episode, depending on what happens. Actually, the God list has been getting updated more than the top characters list. It's going to be between John and any of the kids. That includes Bran, Arya, just because they're kids. You know what I'm saying? If they do something stupid to them, like, those would be sick to me. Chanel James says, please bring it to YouTube. I will. I just want to get more. I want to get more in the portfolio before I do. Veronica G says, what about Peaky Blinders? I've got a lot of requests for that, and I definitely plan on checking that out. Somebody says, did I ever finish Silo? Not yet, but I definitely want to. CC says, watch the show Into the Badlands. Listen, y'all, one thing I pride myself on doing is trying to be honest with y'all. It's a few shows I watched right before I started this reaction channel that I look back on hindsight and it's like, man, had I known we was going to go down this path, I would have waited. Into the Badlands was one. My boy Sonny, man, he's a G. I'm down. It's really good. It's really good. I love that show. I'm down to check that out on this channel. Appreciate you so much for the super chat. And I'm just trying to figure out the best way to react to those, provide commentary for those that's not prediction based, because that's what the heart and soul of how I approach a lot of these reactions on this channel is prediction based. So I can do that. Let me just figure out another way to kind of talk through that, because there's a lot of stuff in that show that I forgot outside of my boy being able to fight extremely well. So I can do that. Just let me figure out a way to do that, because I want it to be enjoyable for y'all as well. I don't want to be like, oh, he's about to kill boy again. Yep, and he better cut up his head like it. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to. Yeah, so we can definitely do it. Maybe it just may be like a review type reaction. Got a few more super chats to get through, so y'all give me a second. And this one is coming again from XO Mary Jen X10. Thank you again, ma'am. Says, when season 8 finished, I was big mad. I stopped watching TV altogether and realized I had to get my life because a fantasy show. wouldn't have that kind of grip on me. Emotional mastery. Let me read that like how I feel like a woman would read it. When I finished season 8, I was big mad. I stopped watching TV altogether and I realized I had to get my life. Cause a fantasy show wouldn't have that kind of grip on me. Emotional mastery. How y'all feel like? Y'all feel like my sister voice was straight? Appreciate you, Mary. Mary, like, I don't sound nothing like that. You play too much. Don't make me take my super chat back. I'm just playing with you, Mary. So appreciate you for the love. See, that's what I'm saying though. And now I can sip again because I had I did my 2 sips, right? Before I do this, I can sip again, right? I can sip again, right? Or am I tripping? Can I sip now or did I not do my 2 sips yet? Somebody let me know in the chat. I can do my sip. All right, cool. This is what I'm talking about. Super chats can get sipped on too. And you sitting up here telling me you want me to watch the whole season. And you telling me out the gate you was finished, you was big mad. Why you want me to feel that way? I know they say misery likes company, and I'm not saying you miserable, but why you want me to feel that way? Mary? Why? You showing me love right now. Why you want me to be big mad? I'm not trying to look. When somebody told me they finished off the show, I want to feel resolved. I want to feel like, some things happened that really hurt me bad, but we came up. We got the result I wanted. Y'all be scaring me sometimes. I ain't saying you spoiled me, but you be scaring me sometimes. Appreciate you for that love. Elizabeth Esposito. Let me know if I said that right first of all. First time super chat from you. Appreciate you so much. You said, read Brian Godawa Chronicles of Nephilim. Christian supernatural history. God versus false gods, fallen angels. Just that brief description that you gave me sounds actually super interesting. Elizabeth, look, this is what I'm going to say to you. Come join the book club on Discord. When we first started the book club thing, I've never been to book club in my life. I actually don't even know how to book club. We're figuring that out as we go. Not to say book club was for nerds. Put these goggles on while I talk about the book club.
But when it came to the book club, I didn't know how we was going to do it. But we doing it, folks. It's going well. I really love it. This is the thing with the channel, with the shows, all that. Sometimes you have to do things that you didn't think you was going to like because you might end up liking it more than you thought you would. And all the people that you used to laugh at, you probably wish you could go back and laugh with them. Elizabeth, we might could do that, man. Come voice your opinion at the book club.
For real, though, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that people in book club are nerds, because then I would be talking about myself at this point. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Elizabeth. Much love. It actually sounds like super interesting to me. I've always been a brother to be able to try. And I try to, and I say that being the strongest thing I've ever drunk is ginger ale. I'm gonna try things, but I ain't gonna be stupid about what I try. That's all I'm gonna say. B says one more time for Davos. Talk to me a little bit. I think I see another. Gen X, going back to Gen X super chat, she commented back on what she said earlier, to my reply to what she said, and said, because I'm a real one when he finished what we start. That's a fact. See, that's a fact. That's a fact. Sometimes you got to go, like when you go through things, like you can have a deeper connection with people because y'all both know y'all went through it together. So I wonder one day, like y'all, whether it be on Discord, whether it be in person, whether it be on YouTube, if we ever get to that point where we finish our love, man, if I can look at you and I'll be like, yeah, I'm hurting, you hurting, but I love you. We've been through this together. You know what I'm saying? I understand your pain, you understand my pain. We slick cut from that same cloth. You know what I'm saying? We slick cut from that same cloth. You feel me? Maybe that's what we can do. Maybe if I make it to season 8, maybe that's what I can do with y'all. They said we trauma bonded. That's a fact, man. Y'all need some more trauma family. Is that what we need? We need some more trauma family. I think I missed a super chat. Let me go to it from It's Just Key. What's going on, Key? Appreciate you again. I want to read your super chat, but it says message retracted. So, first off, love to you. Although I can't read what you put in there, but appreciate you so much for that super chat. Lost the 177 says, yo, Addison, you think Jon Snow or Arya Stark should put the shiesty on and spin for my brother Rob? You know what? I got one. I got one for you because y'all know I don't listen to a lot of mainstream music. You know what I feel like he should put on? Oh, my people say he should put that Kurt Franklin on and stomp on the ops. You feel me? We still gotta put that. We still gotta put that Jesus in it now. Put that Kurt Franklin on, and all my people say. If y'all don't know nothing about that, man, go look it up. My daddy had me on that at a young age. Harold Whaley says, "All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you later. Appreciate you for coming through." Somebody says, "What about Davos learning to read? That was so wholesome." You know what? I like to parallel. Sometimes people get mad at me because like, bro, why you keep on bringing in real world logic with the show, bro? Leave all that stuff at the door and just have a fantasy mind. Well, I wouldn't be me reacting to the show if I didn't, put my real life. Of course, I'm a couch quarterback the show. Of course, if I was robbed, they wouldn't have murked me like that at the wedding. Of course they wouldn't. I would have walked out the whole wedding. I would have ate them arrows in my chest and I'm coming out. Of course, that's what I think, right? Because I would do it better than right? Quarterback, couch quarterback, however they say it. Davos learning to read was super dope. Paralleling that to real life, I like that because as we get older, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks and things of that nature. It shows that, man, don't assume you can't do things that you feel like are fundamental because you have outaged them. Buckle down, swallow that pride. Get better. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people like to laugh at you when you don't know how to do things instead of helping you learn how to do it. Buckle down and prove yourself. I really like that. I really like what I saw about him. And right now, Davos looking like a real one, although I don't know if he's on a real one side because he keeping it a being with my boy about some things. Dang, that's an interesting thought. Are you a real one if you're on the wrong side of the war? Not saying that they are or not. Or if you're on the wrong side of the war, but you're giving the right advice? Talk to me in the chat, man. Talk to me in the chat. Let's go back to It's Just Key. Gave a super chat, says, wait, so are you really about to end Game of Thrones reaction? Jillian won't tell me, so I've resorted to this. It's Just Key. Y'all played with me, man. Y'all played with me. Y'all had me watch this knowing that Rob was finna get done like that. Matter of fact, I got a different sip for you, my brother. Oh, snap, that one, the wrong one. Golly, hold on. I ain't never done. Hold on. Oh. Hold on, y'all. I'm playing too much. Golly, that hurt my chest for real, for real. Hold on, y'all. That jug almost had me feel like I got a heart attack. All right, I think we good. Golly, that jug a pocket in my chest. Oh, snap. Appreciate you so much for that super chat, though. It's Just Key. But I gotta be petty for a minute because of how y'all did me. Set me up to watch this show and they're doing me like that. Elizabeth Esposito says, Brian Godawa's Chronicles of Nephilim, Chronicles of the Watcher. It's an audible war of the seed of woman and the seed of serpent, Genesis 3:15. These books are mind-blowing. I definitely plan on, hey, look, I told you, man, I'm definitely down to reading. And again, this whole channel was started by the fact, like, y'all know me. A lot of times people saying, "What? I don't believe this is your first time watching this, bruh." I was not watching Game of Thrones if I have not met y'all on this internet. I was not watching this, and people be mad at me all the time. But why you keep on not watching them scenes? I'm gonna tell y'all again while we on this live. Those scenes are getting skipped. Y'all gonna have to fill me in on what the combo says. I'm not watching somebody busting somebody down. I'm not watching that on this show. I don't care how deep what they just said. I don't care if they talk about the key to the whole series in that scene. It's not getting watched on this show. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all what I got now, y'all. Matter of fact, you can't even see it, I don't think. My cheek blocker, y'all. The little cheek blocker that I got integrated, y'all. Let's see it on in season 3. Cheek blocker going crazy now. Appreciate you for that book recommendation, Elizabeth. I've never gurgled in my life, I don't think. Not even when I used to brush my teeth as a child. I don't even know. Have I ever gurgled before? That might have been a first. We had that experience together, y'all. Forget trauma bonding. We're gurgle bonding. Greeny Boy said, what's your favorite season so far? 1, 2, 3. Y'all do me a favor. Remind me what the major thing that we left off in season 2 was. It's that, I mean, y'all know right now the heck it ain't 3. That's out the way. It ain't 3. It's not 3. Somebody said stop drinking that poison. I'm not doing nothing worse to myself than what Game of Thrones has done. That's my response to that. And I simply don't drink Pepsi, actually. I've been doing really good, but you know what I'm saying? Show got me contemplating some things. Somebody says, the heartburn kicks in around this age. Why would the heartburn kick in with me around 18? Why would it do that to me? Why would heartburn want to take me out at 18? Talk to me, Jillian. Page Line says, the scene that hurt the worst have been the best get back scenes. I won't say nothing else about it. That's how God goes. It's worth the temporary hurt. See, this is what I be saying. This is what I be saying, bruh. It sound good. Y'all be saying things to me that y'all ain't even gonna take y'all own advice about, though. Let somebody run up into your mama or brother like that. This is the thing. I know folks, Brother Brand, one of his things, he like to say, get back must be had. I would rather not even be in that situation. Because the thing about the get back must be had, and I know, it's fun. I enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? But even after I get you back, it's not going to bring my family back. Unless we in a sci-fi show, then I still got hope for my boy. Still hope for Rob. Unless you in a sci-fi show. Maybe it could. But other situations, nah. All it's going to do is, perpetuate more violence. Thank you for that super chat, though, Page Lines. LS Photography. Jumping in and saying I appreciate you and Brandon. Y'all helped me back on course with my faith, lightened up my mood, and I was doubting myself. Excellent content. Also, gargle bonding is crazy. LS Photography, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you tapping back into your faith. And I'm glad that we can be, like I said, a positive outlet for you as you walking through life. The same way that y'all are to me. So I don't want to say nothing. I know a lot of y'all write these comments to me and things that y'all get from the channel and talk about how positive been for y'all. Man, the same thing go for me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing for me too. And I appreciate y'all. Also, the gargle bonding is crazy. Hey, one time for the one, hey, LS, you ain't even got to tell nobody. Tonight before you go to bed, go on and do a gargle for you, boy. You can be by yourself in the bathroom. Just do a gargle for your boy, man. Get your little cup of water. Hit the gargle once to live a little bit. You can be by yourself. You ain't got to marry yourself. Hit the gargle one time for your boy. Try it out. Hopefully you don't almost crack your chest like I did, but hit it one time for the one time. L.A. Wilkerson says cheap feet nip sausage blocker. Jillian says stop. Let's talk a little bit about Game of Thrones season 3, episode 9, a little bit more in depth. Predictions. I'm gonna tell you one of the most disrespectful things about that episode that kind of broke me the most. The fact that Walder Frey, bro, was sitting at the table eating his food, knowing whole time what he was finna do. Matter of fact, when the shenanigans got down, my boy was so safe. He was so safe. This is wild. He was so safe. Rob didn't have any men in there to help him out, that my boy didn't even take cover, duck, or get shielded when the mess went down. My boy stayed at that table eating his food, watching the slaughter unfold in front of him like we watching some Shakespeare play. I was sick. Another reason Rob had me sick. If you know you did somebody that dirty, and yes, I will say if if you gave your word to marry somebody's daughter and you didn't marry her, and then you pull up to their crib, bro, with the woman that you betrayed them with, you pull up with her and she's with child. I would actually say that's more disrespectful than you coming by yourself to apologize. That's disrespectful. I know that's your woman. You want to keep her by your side. I don't know what type of power couple junk y'all was on. What type of mess is that? He pulled up with her. Y'all had the audacity. This is why he was off his game when the music was shifting, when the people start getting in position, when his men was outside. My boy was off his doggone game because he's sitting up in the reception flirting with his shawty. Junts get you off your game. And y'all know, like, a good woman to get you off your game. A bad woman to get you off your game. They get you off your game, especially when you just married her, my boy. Everything look good to you. She could just fart it coming out the bathroom, man. She still, man, hey, look, that's my shawty, man. Come on, bro. You just got married. He was off his game. Y'all in the reception, rubbing on the stomach, you know, looking at you, kissing and all of that. He couldn't even see what a normal person would have saw coming. And I'm not on a Catlin bashing tour. I'm not on a Catlin bashing tour. Catlin's sitting in there like this, y'all. This is how crazy Catlin is. She watching everything unfold in slow motion. Oh, all the musicians are at the top, safe, because they can't fight. They've switched from a G minor to a F sharp. The doors are being locked. They slammed them. I'm just realizing that none of the soldiers that we came here with are in the room. My boy got his bride. Let me spin him around real quick so I can start back over. Come on. I better mess up some chords. My boy got his bride and he's doing the bedding ceremony. Bruce Bolton has armor on his hands. This is how she perceiving everything in real time. She perceiving it all in real time. Walter Frey is at the very top, safe and sound. He's not worried about anything. Out of all those daughters that we saw, I don't remember the best looking one being an option. Why would Walter Frey give away one of the best looking ones? He likes those. Walter Frey been looking at me whole time. Why did they let my son come in here with whole time, y'all? I'm giving y'all play-by-play of how slow the junk is unfolded. Y'all know how like they be saying the quarterbacks be seeing things in like slow motion. This is whole time cats peeping this out. Whole time. My son is at the front of the table. All the ops are behind him. They put Rob the farthest from the door of everybody in the room. I wonder why that is. They put Rob and his wife together. I wonder why that is. If we even go back further, Walter Frey said the words, I can always tell what's going on with the woman underneath her dress. What type of weird mess is that? Whole time all this junk is unfolding. We getting so many vibes. Who says I can see what's going on with a woman underneath her dress? First of all, it sounds kind of freaky. I ain't gonna like, it sound kind of, no Diddy, bro. All Diddy, actually. It's actually all part of Diddy's that could be possible. It's all of that. Who says that? But then I start thinking, maybe it ain't freaky. Maybe my boy saying I can tell she got a child. You know what I'm saying? Other thing, why are the dire wolves locked up in the cage? What other weird thing happened? What's another weird thing that happened? What's the weirdest thing that happened that I did not notice? What's another weird thing that happened? I know Walter Frey's a jerk. Why is he being so nice today? All of that. We can't peep, gang. She doing it so slow. She's doing it so slow, bro. You know when you playing basketball, somebody be telegraphing they pass, they literally walk up the court looking at the player. Hey, number 5, I'm about to pass it to you. Matter of fact, I'm going to pass you a floating pass. Get ready for it. Matter of fact, I'm reeling it back. I'm putting my foot into it. I'm about to pass. Here's the ball, number 5. Open, slipped out of my hand. It's rolling to you now, number 5. But if you don't go pick that ball off and go up court and dunk that thing, bruh. He telegraphed his whole move. I know I missed a few super chats. That's how slow it was for me. Now, if I can see it, y'all telling me y'all can't? But they had to make the show look good, right? Let me catch up. Fall Breezy, man. Appreciate you for that super chat. Knowing how honor and loyalty works here, would you choose in this world to be the hand of the king? Who would you choose in this world to be your hand of the king? My choice is Tywin. He got it. Hey, listen to me, Fall Breezy. This is why I'm talking to you right now. Let me take my sip before I got to say what I say, because it's about to be crazy. This is why you, Fall Breezy, will be alive longer than me. I ain't gonna lie. You will be alive longer than me, Fall Breezy. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna be alive years longer than me in this show. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Sometimes I be thinking, like, is it better just to go out now than deal with this foolishness and see everybody around me just get slaughtered? Because Tywin, bro, if I'm not mistaken, he got them kids up out of here, right? When he had his little takeover, he got rid of a lot of Targaryen kids and all. Didn't he do all that mess? Of course he gonna be the coldest one because he the most cutthroat. And if one more person, bro, listen to me, in the chat and Discord, all of that, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. If one more person says to me what's not supposed to happen, I'm about to snap. If one more person tells me what's not supposed to happen because of honor and code, I'm a snap. Oh, when you break bread with somebody, you're not supposed to kill them. But get that mess out of here. We at war. You're not supposed to kill a messenger. What's another thing you're supposed? What was the other thing y'all was saying that I was saying? If one more person tells me what's supposed to happen and we keep losing folks for this, bro, I'm snapping, bro. What you mean it's not supposed to happen? We at war. My logic is if I'm at war with you, at war, like folks is going out, why in the world am I going to follow rules? You're trying to kill me. Rules? This ain't Monopoly. This ain't Connect 4. This ain't 52 car pickup. If y'all know what that is, hey, if you don't know what 52 car pickup is, ask somebody to play it with you that does know what it is. Ask them. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. Ask them to play 52 car pickup. You're going to love that game. Ask your favorite relative who knows games. Say, hey, could you play 52 car pickup with me? You got to play. Don't back out. Don't back out. Appreciate you, Melanie. Appreciate you for coming through on Twitch. Appreciate you for the subscription. Yvonne, what's going on? Appreciate you. XO Mary Gen X dropping another super chat, says love is the death of duty. Is that what we summing up Rob to be? Is that what we summing up his situation to be? CC asked me a question. Did everyone who came with Rob get got? I'm a little curious about the uncles. The uncle that had the betting ceremony. Did you have a good night? And if you did have a good night, was it because you turned fed? You know what I'm saying? Was it because you turned fed? Because they wheeled you off. I don't know what happened to you. Because, you know, he was a little bit combative and rebellious with Rob's situations anyway. So I could see him, oh, we finna lose? Shoot, yeah, I'm finna play along. Heck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm playing along. I'm getting up out of here. I can see him doing some foul mess like that. Jonathan Blaze coming through with a super chat. Appreciate you. Think of all the men Rob led to the deaths. Husbands, fathers, sons, brothers. We have to hold Rob accountable for his terrible decisions. I just gave them their moment of silence. They're not the main character, though. Let me not be petty. You're right. That's why I said Rob's dumb for this. Rob is dumb for this. But I've been saying this from the beginning when I've been watching this episode. Don't get no junt. Don't get no shawty. Don't get no shorty. Don't get you no woman. Don't get you no nothing until after this war is done. What are we doing? Don't get you no fling. Don't get you no sling. Don't get you get you a dog. That's it. Just get you a dog. You had one too. You lost that. Don't get nothing until the war is over. We can't support none of that. You slick supposed to be a little hard. You supposed to be heartless to the ops. You bring my boy. They had my boy sitting up there tender. My boy was he was loving life. My boy, you supposed to be trying to love to get back to life. So yeah, he is wrong. I told him that to the screen. My boy wasn't listening. What they had? Did I have to super chat Rob through season 3 to get my message? I ain't gonna say y'all had to super chat me to get my message across. But did I have to do that to get it more visible? So what I had to do? He wrong. He's wrong for that for sure. People tuning in. We do got mods in the chat, so if they feel like there's something that's gonna be a spoiler, they're gonna do the best to their ability to make sure that does not happen. I love and I appreciate y'all. I know there's a lot of things that y'all want to talk about, and it's not out of hatred. It's not out of being mad at you, anything of that nature. Some of the chats I'm missing just because I'm talking a little bit more, but that's all it is. We got love for y'all. I want y'all to be able to communicate, but please don't drop spoilers. Somebody said the violins. Someone get the violin for Addison. Jillian, you petty. Be petty. Outside, y'all be honest. For those of y'all who watched this for the first time, or when you watched it for the first time, what gave you the first indication that things were off? Final confirmation, though. Not, I think things are going wrong. Final, like, no, things are definitely not right now. What was the first indication? Y'all drop them in the chat. Lake Dweller, appreciate you for coming through. Did we discuss Arya yet? Yes, we did a little bit, but to what depth that you want to, I don't know. Let me know. Most people who are coming through the chat right now are telling me it was the music change. Somebody told me it was the door. Somebody, Pretty Prophet says the beautiful daughter was a red flag. Oh man, Chaz Brown says, Addison, the song they played is a huge thing in the Game of Thrones lore. I don't know much. I don't ever claim to know everything about the Game of Thrones lore, but I could just tell when they shifted that song, it was up. Cat's face when the door was closing. I'm reading all these chats as they're coming through. Cat's face when he clapped his hands with the glove. Yeah, that muted clap my boy had. My boy couldn't get a good clap in. My boy, he don't even know what that sound like. Frail on hands. Nasty, thinking can't really get a full clap on hands. Oaktown says, you're proud of us. Hang in there, please. I look forward to y'all's videos every day. I appreciate you, Oaktown. That means a lot. I got some content on the way. I appreciate you. Dang, somebody dropped another one in the chat that I didn't think about. Somebody says, Arya getting the chance to revisit her family seemed too good to be true. So you was getting red flags before we even was in the room. That actually brings up a great point. It does seem like there's certain times where the family is so close to getting rekindled, and it could be the farthest thing from close I ever thought about. So you are 1,000% true about that. Somebody said when Reigns of Castamere started playing, if I'm not mistaken, that was the song that the story that Cersei told Marjorie, correct? Somebody let me know. Fall Breezy said,
I can
I'm
help
slow.
you out if you want me to, Addison.
Go ahead, talk to me.
So I'm not a book reader, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm obviously a big fan of the show. So I'll explain the Reigns of Castamere a little bit.
Okay, I'm listening.
It
Listening
was
time, y'all.
it was like you said. It was like you said from the previous episode when Cersei was talking to Marjorie
Mm-hmm.
and telling her the story of how they wiped out a whole family, basically the Lannisters,
Yep.
and they made that song speaking of its like how bad it was and how everyone died.
Mm.
So across the realm, it's known like that song is a Lannister song. So when Kat hears it at the wedding, she's like, "Why are they playing a Lannister song when they're supposed to
Mm.
be on our side? Like no one plays that unless they're like with the
Oh,
Lannisters." It was so weird because it's about the Lannisters wiping out a whole family, and
but
it
it's
also
it was harmony. It was like melody only, right? There wasn't no singing, right? And it was just the violins only, right?
No, but no, but I mean, if you know the song,
I got you.
you don't need to hear the lyrics.
I got you.
Yep,
Thank you for that. And for those of y'all who are
you're
like,
welcome.
where in the world did that voice come from? Shout out Jillian, man. One of the YouTube mods. Tapping in, calling in to give some context to the Reigns of Castamere song. So appreciate you for that knowledge. That you know what? You know, I got a perfect example for you. That's like if Drake had a party, right? And I'm not too much into hip hop culture, right? So forgive me. That's like if Drake had a party. He's having a home warming party. He just moved to another place in Canada, wherever the case may be. And the DJ puts on Not Like Us. It's Drake housewarming party and the DJ start playing Not Like Us. Is that what y'all saying the Reigns of Castamere is like? Is it that bad? Drake having his home warming party, just moved into a new crib, and DJ spin that Not Like Us. Somebody about to die. I ain't gonna lie. At my crib? Oh, somebody about to die. That has to be what it is. And if the DJ ain't gonna get it, somebody gonna get it, man. So that's how we tie in current events to what this situation is right there. That's crazy. That is a crazy one right there. Oh man. Bolton. How did that brother get to the wedding so fast? Y'all, now I got questions for y'all. Because, you know, due to the nature that we're doing live commentary, reacting at the same time, and y'all can let us know if y'all watch other reactors. Ain't no shame in the game. It's some people I rock with in the reaction game. But if y'all watch with the other reactors, y'all keep it a beat with it. You know I got love for y'all either way. I don't care if y'all say yeah or nay. Y'all feel like on average we talk more or less than other reactors. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I asked y'all this question here in a minute. Or about the same. They said more. You ain't got to put the dots down. You ain't got to put the dot. Say it with your chest. If you say more, say more. I'm not mad about it. I done got some crazy mess. I done got some good. Somebody said, okay, the pretty prophet said, you said, hey, now that's too much. I didn't say it with the megaphone. I said, say it with your chest. You added 15 E's on that. All right. So the reason I say that is I'll be the first one to tell y'all that there are going to be certain moments or statements that are said that might get missed because, you know, of the live commentary, the format in which I approach or we approach doing the reactions. That's just name of the game. It's name of the game. So there may be small things like that. So my question, but the thing is, y'all always come through for it, brother. That's why I love our community here. Y'all come through and let me know what happened without giving me too much spoilers. So my question for y'all is, did I miss how Roose Bolton got his behind up there so fast? Did I miss that? Did I miss that part? As a matter of fact, since you know everybody got their beef, should I stir up the reaction game beef? Should I do that? So for everybody who said we talk more in our reactions, here we go. Here go my Not Like Us. Here it go. Man, go tell them other reaction channels you watching to talk more. You know what I'm talking about? Tell them, hey, y'all need to talk some more. Nah, I'm playing. Don't give me. Hey, y'all, don't give me a. Don't give me a. I don't want no beef with nobody. I got love for all my people out here who putting in that grind. Let me switch my battery. We're gonna be right back to it, y'all, to address some of my questions for y'all. But in the meantime, that's my question for y'all as I switch out my battery. Did I miss some key information, or did they just throw that in about my boy getting to the wedding so fast? Be right back. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. It is your boy Addison, and you are now tuned in to the post-Red Wedding live stream, talking about all my feelings. Y'all are getting me back on the horse again. Y'all are helping me work through some emotional, mental things right now. You are tuned in with your boy Addison, and we are back at EDN Radio. Yeah, that sound like I was an actual like newscaster. Radio talk. Did it feel like y'all was tuned into a radio show for real, for real? I need to give me some more sound effects and all of that good stuff. And then we can like really turn up. Yeah, we did turn this thing into a podcast. Big Mama Camara said when Jamie left to go to King's Landing is when he left to go to the wedding. He left Brienne as a reward for the men holding Harrenhal. Okay. Zanaya Lewis says you hope to continue watching. Jillian says you like
the dark voice, better or best.
All right. I got a couple effects. on there. Calling it in though, y'all. Calling it, bringing things full round. What is one thing y'all feel like I hadn't addressed so far with everything that went down? We talked about Caitlyn. We talked about Rob. We talked about Arya. We did not talk about the Hound. That boys took somebody pig. He took they brisket, they pulled pork, they pig's feet. My boy fouled for that. What's wrong with the Hound, bro? Is he gonna be a good dude or not? Like, I'm slick tired of waiting. I'm slick tired of waiting at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody said, "What about Theon?" Somebody kind of said it best in a comment that I read today on one of the videos. I think it was to episode 3x7 or 8. It might have been 7. They said, when somebody does some, and I'm summarizing, when somebody does something so bad, and then you get to the point where it's like, all right, my boy had enough. Just like, I don't even care about that no more. Just leave it alone. I'm slick on that. Asia Williams said, hey, I'm loving your reaction. Just join the Patreon. Appreciate you so much for joining the family, joining the squad. Thank you. Appreciate you. Again, like, y'all are enjoying it. And the more y'all are investing in us, it's helping me to create systems and things of that nature to be able to get to this a lot more consistently. So I just want to say thank you for that, for sure. So welcome to the family, Asia. Glad to have you. Man, make sure you hit that Discord so you can tune in with us as well. Sarge Nick Fury says, did you discuss the Wolves and how their fate is connected to the owners? That is a good... you bring up a good point, Nick. I'm actually confused about the Wolves. I'm going to be honest. This is a sip just because I need a sip. Not a petty sip. I'm actually confused about the Wolves. Why do the Wolves like not show up in pivotal moments for their owners? Like, sometimes they show up and show out. And then sometimes, like with John and them, it's like, where your Wolves at, bro? They're like, they ganging up on you right now. Like, where my Wolves at? Why is the Wolves just walking in the forest and coming out when they want to? Are you my wolf or not? I guess that's the difference between somebody being your dog or not. I ain't never heard nobody say that's my wolf. I would thought they would be better than the dog. That would be my assumption. But the Wolves' fate being tied to the owners, I will say this, Nick. It's true except for one situation that I feel like I've seen thus far, and that is Sansa. Because remember, her wolf got killed because of the little situation back in Winterfell, but Sansa did not. So I feel like there is a connection with some, and then there's not. I feel like it's not a hard link. I feel like that link may be as associated with that person as that person is with the wolf. Otherwise, it's just not that. Nick follows up and says, since has been cut off from the north. Okay. Joe Easy said John's wolf is a good representation of John. In your opinion, what, just doing whatever he want to do? Is that what he's saying? Pretty Prophet says, let's just be real. The moment she married dude, Sansa was dead. I ain't gonna lie. That wolf, hey, I ain't gonna lie. That wolf said, I wish I would hunt for some silly old Joffrey. You crazy. Man, let my storyline be different. He talked to the writer, said, nah, write me out. No. If she even think about dating my boy, write me out the story. Write me out the story. Marcus G says, been waiting on this reaction. We all had to go through welcome to the club. This is the thing, though. Who in the club with us? I'm distraught. How does the club, and I've actually never even been to the club before. I told you to ask me anything. Y'all didn't ask me that, but I told you about the drinking. I've actually never been to the club before. You want to be honest? The only club I've actually been to is because this is going to sound crazy. The only club I've actually been to was in Atlanta, and it was because that club got converted into a church. And I was filming a Christian hip hop artist. What was it? Was it Hillsong? I forget what church. It was a club that got converted into a church, but it was, I ain't gonna lie, they had that junk set up. It was lit in there. I ain't gonna lie. But it got turned into a praise and worship type of situation. But my question is, regardless of all that, I thought they party at clubs. What are y'all in here doing in this club now that Rob is gone and Caitlin's gone and the Wolves are gone? What are we doing? What's going on in this club? Not that I've ever been or want to go to a club, but is this the club? Is this what we waiting to get access to? I know y'all laughing, don't know. I know y'all watching, don't know what I'm laughing at. Somebody said this the therapy club. Hey man, come on, the grief club. Oh man. All right. Delawan Young says Hillsong. It's a documentary about it. Yes, I think that's what it was. I was up there filming. Actually, again, Dre. Me and Dre were up there filming. It was a church service where we were there specifically for a Christian hip hop artist who was pretty much marketing his new song that he came up with. We were filming his performance in particular at the church club. That sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Like the church club. But it was dope, bro. They had the LED screens up and all of that. It was like I was at the I think I told my dad and him about this too. I was at the praise and worship and I was like, golly, they turning up in here. Some of them folks, the experience at one of those bigger churches, it was crazy because, I attend like a smaller church. It was like, golly, they really in this turning up. The waves on the screen, they was in there turning up. I still love my small churches. I still love my local church. But I was like, golly, they got the whole thing in here going crazy. GT says you went to a few churches that were converted to clubs. That was my first time in an experience like that. Asia says, going back to what we talked about, yeah, it was devastation, but you knew you had to keep watching. Andrea Edna, I appreciate you for coming through with that love, with that super chat. Didn't say anything at all. Just wanted to just show some love. So I appreciate you. Trauma Bonding Club, is that what we calling it? You weren't supposed to got club. We might have to, man, I might have to get a t-shirt or something. We have to come up with a crafty way to announce what this is called. Some people are so focused on the algorithm. This is a thing I posted in the Discord, and I'll probably switch it out. I'm gonna do a little challenge, probably for the rest of this week, and then I ain't gonna lie, I might have to take the challenge. Actually, not for the rest of the week. It's probably for a week, and then I have to take the challenge out. For those of y'all who want to join the Discord, I have a section in there where I've grabbed a few screenshots, and I'm doing an open to the public. Grab your favorite thumbnail portion from episode 3x9. Create a thumbnail, and I'm gonna start switching the thumbnails out every couple hours. You can either use the ones that I've screenshot and put in the Discord, and people don't do this because I do take our videos serious, but y'all, like, it's fun to me. It just can't be nothing to it. It can't be inappropriate. But I'm opening this up, and man, Lord have mercy. Don't make me regret this. I got thumbnails in the Discord, but if you would like to make a funny thumbnail, and I have it up there for an hour, whatever case may be, we can do something like that. Let's have fun with it. Because this is not fun right now. What I experienced in episode 3x9 was not fun. So I actually may make, and my moms were tuned in, we actually might need to make a whole nother channel in the Discord called Thumbnail Submissions, something like that. Yes. Jillian says, will I not be using your what in the P. Diddy thumbnail? Yes. It will get us out. It will get us mind. Hey, y'all don't get me in trouble, man. Hey, look, this is all I'm saying. If y'all get me kicked off YouTube, at least come and kick it with your boy on wherever I have to go. Wherever I have to run home to, man, y'all let me know. Nigel W says, shout out to Brother Honey Mustard. Can we shout that brother out yet? I don't know if we can shout that brother out yet. I need him to do some great things before we just be shouting folks out. Jonathan Blaze, how does it feel not to be a sweet summer child anymore? Actually, I used to joke with y'all so much about that title that y'all gave me. I'm not no sweet summer child. But now, call me sweet summer child. I'm trying to be a sweet summer child. What y'all talking about? Do y'all feel like I'm a sweet summer child anymore? Or do y'all feel like I'm past that stage? Funnily enough, I think it was Jillian. Soon as we finished the episode, congratulations, fellas. You are no longer sweet summer children. You are men of winter. Petty, bruh. Petty. Fall fella, whatever. Petty. Low down. How you doing? Didn't call and check on me. None of that. Appreciate you, Jonathan Blaze, for that super chat. Petty. Somebody said sweet summer adolescence. That's funny. Naru Abu Hassan asks, Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon? You know what's crazy? I'm going to go Game of Thrones. But it's because I do not have an attachment to... Oh, snap. I don't have an attachment to anybody in House of the Dragons, even 50% as close as I do as Rob. Not even 50% as close as I do to Bran. Lord have mercy. Miss Crafty Capricorn says I'm a spring fling. GT says you are still a sweet summer child, Addy. There's still worse to come. Maybe I shouldn't ask y'all questions like that. Because then you got the, if I'm still a sweet summer child after something like this, goodness. Somebody said I'm bitter teenager stage. Y'all be going crazy on me, man. Sunshine. Okay, all right, here we go. I got another question that gets brought up in chat. This is by Chaz Brown. Chaz Brown asks, I'm surprised how attached y'all were to Rob. Why do y'all... Is it me? Nobody else like Rob? Was Rob not that one? Am I tripping? Was Rob not honorable? Was Rob not taking care of business? Was Rob not respectable? Like, what reason was there not to like Rob? Yeah, he made a couple of bad decisions, but ain't no way he was bad as those other folks. Girl Nettles, what's going on? What? Like, and we could talk about Rob now. I think Aqua Girl 8 says he was the ultimate hero figure. All I read was he was the ultimate her figure. I don't think you meant that, but ultimate hero figure. And everybody that's saying bad decisions, I need y'all to stop for a minute and listen to me. There is a difference between bad decisions and there are decisions that get you on the godless decision. Rob, oh snap, I'm almost fainted saying this. Rob decision did get him on a God list, not because I chose him to be there though. Come on, are y'all seriously finna act like Rob made worse decisions than some of the folks on here? He made worse decisions than Jamie, than Theon. What? What are we talking about? Then the Hound? What? What are we talking about? Tywin? What? Ned, he didn't make worse decisions than Ned. And y'all know why he made some of these decisions. Some of these folks, we don't know why you're making these decisions. Julia makes the statement, Rob was the perfect son and got everything handed to him. He is the least relatable because he doesn't go through hardship and still chooses to be kind the way Jon and Tyrion did. I'm going to just sit on that one. Pretty Prophet said he deserved better. Heck yeah, he did. This is going to sound a little bit maybe weird to y'all. Would y'all want to be around for this mess? Matter of fact, I don't even think I'm going to ask that question because I'm talking about within the confines of this show. But then, yeah, that goes into something deeper. So I'm not going to ask that because life is important. Like life is very important. So I don't actually want to phrase the question in that way because that's not the way I meant it, but it could come off that way. So I don't want it to come off that way. Y'all enjoy your life. But I don't, yeah, they got some mess going on. I'm gonna just say they got some mess. They got some mess. They got some mess. It's nasty. Chica A says Rob's life was perfect until Ned went south. So, by a show of hands, season 1 through 3 only, who is y'all's favorite character? Shanae Williams. I appreciate you for that super chat. Y'all talk to me in the chat about the question I just asked, and I'm gonna read Shanae's. Suggestions on the next moves for the Stark family. Shanae, let me fix your question. For what's left of the Stark family. I'm assuming you're putting Jon in that fold. I think Jon, listen to me. I don't know how. I think Jon needs to get his behind over there with Dany and team his behind up with her. We need them dragons. We need the dragons, bro. We need the dragons. We need the dragons. I can't trust y'all people, man. We need to get the animals involved. Have Jon go over there with Dany, get the dragons, get Lil Bran so he can tap into the crow. I told you we need the animals since he can tap in. We need the animals. Bran can tap into some and attack some. Because Jon can't go over there with no stupid Night's Watch. Them boys ready to turn fed at a moment's notice. We got Sam. What's Sam gonna do? I love Sam. Never mind. I gotta put some respect on Sam's name because my boy killed a White Walker. By accident, though. White Walkers just be letting Sam go by because they don't think that boy about nothing. Sam ain't gonna fight. Come on, bro. Jamie, Cersei will cut Sam down. Let me get Jon to team up with Dany. Who else can we get on that side? Oberyn a little freaky little boy, man. That we need Jon to team up with Sansa. And then we need, Tyrion little freaky. Tyrion little freaky little boy, man. We need him though. Tyrion is a little freaky little boy. Do we need Tyrion in the mix? Yeah, let's get Tyrion in the mix. I don't know how. How though? Yeah, we need Tyrion. We need somebody on the inside. There we go. I'm thinking through it. We need Tyrion on the inside. Let me get back to that question though. The girl Nettles asks, are you the firstborn? I'm the first, and that's why I love Rob. Rob is a king. He can marry who he wants. He shouldn't have to die for that. Oh, y'all trying to get in my psyche now. Y'all trying to wonder if I'm thinking a certain way about Rob because he's firstborn. So let me answer that question. I actually am the firstborn. So are y'all saying that I got firstborn love syndrome? Girl Nettles, you be asking some questions sometimes. I can't lie. You be coming through with some questions. Appreciate you so much for that super chat. I actually am the firstborn. What? 1, 2, 3, 4 siblings. I am the firstborn, actually. I actually am the firstborn. So Do y'all feel like because of that I might have firstborn syndrome? No, this is just something I just made up right now. I don't even know what firstborn syndrome even means. What are y'all trying to say? That all firstborn syndrome people love other firstborn syndrome, love other firstborn people, so they hate to see the firstborns go? What? Okay, we got somebody in the chat said there, middle child, I love Rob. Next. Okay, I like how you just dismissed that theory. Firstborn is so much responsibility. Yeah, the thing about firstborn is, I'm gonna be honest. As a firstborn, sometimes it's hard to make mistakes that you cannot recover from. Not like serious ones, but like whether it be high school, it's sometimes hard to make those mistakes that you can't recover from. And I'm gonna be honest, sometimes the best thing, the most closure that you can get from that, because it hurts that you cannot have went back in time and shifted that, is the fact that you can tell your siblings or warn your siblings not to make those type of mistakes. That's the only, to me, I know people want to say they wish they could do this better. The best thing about being a firstborn is you can make certain mistakes, learn from those, and make sure that your younger siblings don't make those mistakes. And that may be a great segue into what Ned did with Rob, because Rob got a little further. And then now Aria, Brandon, and the other little brother and John can learn Rob was too good. And I'm not saying he has to be a little bit more bad, but my boy definitely can't walk out here, you know, not thinking everybody's a op. Charity, I'm glad you don't got your last name there because I don't want to get you in trouble with the family. But Charity said my older siblings didn't teach me anything. They did though. Charity. Listen to me. They did. If they taught you anything, they taught you about how it feels to not be a good example for the people underneath you. That's the lesson you learn right there. That's the lesson you learn. How it is, how it feels as somebody who is not a good example for you that was ahead of you. So now you can use what they didn't do for you to teach the people underneath you. That was the lesson you might have learned just from the limited information you just gave me in the chat. That's what you learned about that. I know that's another way to think about it. That's what you learn. Ned and Rob both had pride as their weakness. I think honor. I don't think they were like, sometimes people say pride. Yeah, I think they were too prideful. I feel like honor. I think honor was their biggest downfall. Girl Nettle said, I wouldn't marry no Fred, neither would y'all. So maybe this is the thing. I'm trying to think if there was any other deal that Caitlyn could have worked out with Walder Frey. Because I told y'all, even when Caitlyn made that deal, and I know people are on me because I mispronounced that name quite a bit. I know Caitlyn made that deal with Walder Frey to marry the daughters. Why would you make a stupid deal like that? Like, why? Why are we making deals like that? That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Charity, no problem. I appreciate you for coming through the stream too. That makes no sense to me. Those are type of deals that like, yeah, like those are too like long lasting. Get him some money or something. Get him a castle, bruh. Not your kid. A castle. John Stephenson said he had lots of girls in his family. So did Craster. Matter of fact, keep your daughters to yourself like Craster. No, Diddy. No. Don't do it. Never mind. Don't keep your daughters to yourself like Craster, but keep your daughters to yourself like Craster. It's like a bar on a bar. That's what he should have did. Somebody says, as a youngest child, where is my castle? Paul, don't get me in trouble. Don't get me in trouble though. Y'all, for those of y'all who watch that, man, y'all know what I meant. But don't use it like that. You know what I'm saying? Exo Mary Gen X says, why is your mom speaking on your behalf? Ain't nothing wrong with your voice? Good point. Good point. Granado said, who is the worst dad, Craster or Frey? Craster. 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 If y'all got some rapid fire questions for me that I'm going to answer in like 5 seconds, so let's throw them through. I mean, I ain't even going to think too much on it. I may say something though, and I might have to realize, hold on. Let me think about it. But I'm going to rapid fire those. So if y'all got them rapid fire, like the one that Girl Nettles just threw me, that was a good rapid fire one. I like that one. I'm going Craster. I need my Steve Harvey. That's the right answer. I need that queued up. What's the next one? I need another rapid fire one. Give me another rapid fire one, y'all. Can you forgive Sansa for throwing her family under the bus? Yes. Rapid fire. It took me some time, but yes. Hey, where do Sam and Gilly end up? These are rapid fire ones. Sam and Gilly end up with Sam being the only father, Gilly dying. There we go. Only not father to not. Sam gonna have to raise that Craster's kid. I'm doing rapid fire ones, y'all. Who made the worst strategic decision, Rob or Ned? Ned. Sins of the father. I'm going rapid fire right now. I'm going rapid fire. What do you think this show is about? Just because you do good things does not mean you'll get a good result. Rapid fire, y'all. I'm going rapid fire. Just because you do good things does not mean there will be a good result. That's what I think this show is about. Do you think Jamie is a victim of Cersei? Let me read the question again. Do you think Jamie is a victim of Cersei? I think they are victims of being siblings. Can Theon be redeemed? Jesus walked on water. Theon can be redeemed. He'll just have to probably like moonwalk on water. There we go. Theon has to moonwalk on water to be redeemed. I'm doing rapid fire one, so I'm trying to catch him as I'm looking at him. Could I ever completely forgive Theon completely? I can forgive him 99.8%. So whatever version of complete that is in your book, there you go. But he has to moonwalk on water. Rapid fire ones. Who is the biggest threat to Cersei or Olenna? Let me read that one more time because it says, I think it like circle. Who is the biggest threat to Cersei or Olenna? The biggest threat to Cersei or Olenna, Lady Olenna is Marjorie's mom, right? I just want to make sure I'm understanding the question. I'm still doing rapid fire. I just want to make sure I'm answering the question right first. Is Olenna Marjorie's grandmother? Is that who that is? Olenna is Marjorie's grandmother, correct? Okay. Biggest threat to Olenna is Tywin. Biggest threat to Cersei is Cersei. Who wins, Cersei or Marjorie? Cersei. What house would you think you're from? Starks. Y'all let me know if y'all feel like I'm answering them fast enough, y'all. Actually, I like these. Who is the biggest dog, Olenna or Tywin? Olenna. I'm looking. Y'all see me. Y'all see. I told you we're gonna do rapid fire. We're gonna do rapid fire. Should Jon stay in the Night's Watch or try to find his sisters and brother? He should pretend to keep being in the Night's Watch until it benefits him to do something different. Where should Arya go now? Arya should go be with Jock and Hager so she can learn those fighting abilities. Did you notice Lord Bolton before this episode? Not as substantially as I did on this episode. Varys or Littlefinger? Varys. Joffrey or Ramsay? Let me know what you mean about that. Because if you're telling me to pick them on my team, you're crazy. If you're asking me who's worst, I can do that. So Lake Dweller, ask me that question again in a different way so I can understand context to that. Because I want to understand what you're asking me. So because if you ask me who's worse or who would I rather have, that's different. So ask me that again. Is Marjorie a good person or just pretending to be? She's pretending to be. Where would you live? The North or the King's Landing? The North. What do you think at the moment's best? Exemplify warrior, Brienne, Hound, Rob, or John? Brienne. Do you think Sansa is screwed by being with Littlefinger momentarily? Who do you think is smarter, Tywin or Tyrion? Tywin for the moment, Tyrion in the long run. Walder Frey or Filch? Filch, stop playing. Filch, Filch. Hey, rapid fire is going crazy, y'all. Lake Dweller, who do you predict will be on the Iron Throne at the end of the whole series? Rapid fire has to be Danny. How many Starks will survive in the end? None. Maybe just a Snow, and that may be like he'll die on episode or season 8, 10. Is Daenerys good or bad? Good for now, bad in the long haul of things. Game of Thrones or House of Dragons so far? Game of Thrones. Who would you rather have as an enemy, Tywin or Cersei? Cersei. Lord have mercy, Cersei. I don't want no problems with Tywin. I'm going to just stay out of Cersei's way. Do you think Jorah has a chance with Dany? He does, but he has to hurry up. Dragon or Direwolf? Let me get it. Snap. I got to be rapid fire. Let me get a dragon. Let me get a dragon. Who do you prefer to fight, the Mountain or the Hound? Lord have mercy. Let me fight the Mountain. What's the 3-Hour Raven about? It escaped from Teen Titans. Who would walk to King's Landing? Who would you rather walk to King's Landing with? Any character. Let me get Hodor. My boy Hodor. Hodor. Who? Somebody asked me something about some dragons, but it got deleted. Yeah, I said the Mountain. I'm on my ones with the Mountain. You crazy. Hodor. I missed it. So I think I missed the one with the dragons, but I think they said they feel like it's a spoiler, so sorry. Hodor or Brienne? I said it too fast. Brienne. Oh, I feel bad about what I just said. I feel bad. Will the Starks ever reunite, and who do you think will meet up first? Yes, the Starks will reunite, but it'll be when somebody's dying. Dragon army or White Walkers, or dragon or army of White Walkers. So are you asking in that question I can only get one dragon versus White Walker? I'm only pausing so I can scratch my head. I'm not pausing to think. So as I'm talking right now, I'm really just trying to overstimulate my brain to not think about what you asked, because I said it's going to be rapid fire. Let me put my hat back on. My hat is a little crooked, so let me fix that. I'm not even thinking about the answer at all. But let me go on and get a dragon. What would you do if you were in the God world? I would ask the director of photography to not point the camera at me. Snap. I'm trying to. One comment got deleted, so I'm trying to read them as fast as possible. All right, I'm going to another section. Chow Yun Smut, stop! Don't play with me, DP, director of photography. Don't play with me. Will the Wildlands win? They'll win one battle. Is the last episode you uploaded on YouTube where you are at the show? Dothraki or Unsullied? Man, heck no, Unsullied. How would you take the Iron Throne? This is a rapid fire question. How would I take the Iron Throne? I would go to Lowe's, order me some wood, some 2x4s, get some silver spray paint, paint it on there, get a piece of duct tape and write Iron Throne on it and put it right there Right outside the house. Sit on it. All right. When are y'all starting season 4? Is Rob gonna get back? Is Rob gonna get brought back? Who would win, Braun or the Hound? Braun. Hound. Sorry. Nashville hot chicken or Memphis barbecue? Which best represents Tennessee? I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had much Memphis barbecue before, so right now I'm gonna go with Nashville. Oh no! Whoa, hold on. Whoa, pause on the show. I just went to whatever that little barbecue festival was in Memphis, and I had the greatest barbecue I've ever had in my life. It was at a doggone barbecue convention, but it was not from Memphis. I think it was from someplace in Texas. Lord have mercy, y'all. I'm falling in love thinking about it again. It was some jerk barbecue ribs. It was the best, greatest barbecue I've ever had in my life. And the thing that makes me the most mad about it, I'm elaborating on this answer because yeah, we went there. I'm elaborating on this answer. The thing that makes me the most mad is there were so many vendors there. The vendor that made this particular barbecue was actually selling coal. Barbecue was not the food was not even what they were trying to sell. They were trying to sell you on the coal, but they just had food there to get you to come to the booth. That was the greatest rib I've ever tasted in my life. Some jerk barbecue rib. It was the craziest thing I've ever had in my life. Let me get that Memphis barbecue. I've been in Nashville too long. Juice says good night, brothers and sisters. Good night. Julian, I'm glad you said that on Discord. Sarge Nick Fury, where to dry? Let me get dry. Beef or baby back rib? No Diddy beef. Will Brandon come back to finish the show? Y'all heard what he said on the episode 3x9. Aqua Girl 8 said, we're talking about food now. Game over, guys. Then we try to steer back. Best villain actor if we're talking about in everything that I've ever seen, Negan. Drown God, Lord of Light, Old Gods, New God, Death. Which God in the show? Lord. I'm going to say Lord of Light. We're talking about the show. We're talking about the show. Which dragon's your favorite? Whatever that little iridescent looking one, the one that looked like when you spill oil on the side of the road and you see all the colors mixed together. Whatever dragon had that colorway to it, that junk was crazy. Best arc so far, Jamie or Theon? If we're talking about arcs go like this. Arcs go like that, so I'm gonna have to go Jamie. Because what I foresee them doing with him is wild. Tyrion or Samwell? Tyrion. Oil spill dragon for the win. Did you get the Pitmaster's card? I don't even know what that is, CC. Talk to me. Best fit for the show. Let me get Danny. Like I said, I'm thinking right now, but right now, let me get Danny. Favorite female character? Danny. Oh, no, Brienne. I'm tripping. I just had this conversation. Brienne. Sorry. I said favorite fit, and I automatically was still thinking Danny. Brienne, like I said. What are the White Walkers doing now? Building their army so they can go destroy the world. They want to make the whole thing a winter wonderland. If you could have a dragon, would you want one? Absolutely. Who do I respect the most? I respected Rob the most. Is Brienne better than Arya for right now? Waiting for the next one, y'all. Don't tell me my answers is faster than y'all's questions. We got a lot of folks on live, man. Don't tell me my answers is faster than y'all's questions. Remember I told you about Addison's Dragon and Hibachi. Brienne and John. Why y'all do this, bro? Why y'all do this? Brienne. just said it. Depends on the episode. There it is. That's the answer. Y'all, I can't do that. LS Photographer said you're fixing to go watch the last episode you posted. I appreciate you. Will you read the books? If the book club decides on the Discord server. Fall Breezy says, don't disrespect Joffrey drips. I will to the worst extent. Gollum or Joffrey? Joffrey. No, hold on. Are we talking about, if we're talking about most evil, I got Joffrey. If we're talking about most weird looking, I got Joffrey. If we're talking about who likes rings and chasing rings the most, I got Joffrey. If we're talking about who needs to lose a ring and never get a ring back, I got Joffrey. If we talk about who just looks like the most creature, like weird thing that you could ever imagine, I got Joffrey. So that's my answer to all versions of that question you just asked me. Will you go back to The Expanse now? I will be going back to The Expanse. I don't know if now is the answer to that. Game of Thrones or Wheel of Time? First season only. Wheel of Time. Who dies next? Let me get some extra. What god castle would you live in? Let me get. Harrenhal. No, heck no. Heck no. Let me get Winterfell. Roose or Ramsay? Who should get got first? Ramsay. Ramsay. I know. Roose Bolton is the one who put the dagger in Rob, but let me get Ramsay. That boy's sick. That boy's sick in the head. That boy's sick. Which god character you think you could beat in a fight? The Hound. Who do you think is worse, Joffrey or Ramsay? Joffrey. No, I was joking about Harrenhal. Let me get Winterfell. I was joking about Harrenhal. Look, I can't say when I answer too fast. Let me get Winterfell. You think you could beat the Hound? Yes. Beat the brakes off the Hound. What would you do if you ended up past the wall? I'm trying not to laugh. Hold on. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh. What do you think you would do if you ended up past the wall, climbing right back to the other side? Guess I can beat the Hound because y'all said I can have a dragon. Y'all asked me earlier, do I want dragon or wolf? And I chose dragon, so I'm finna beat the brakes off the Hound, and it's not gonna be fair. You asked me these questions, you gave me these conditions, so accept the answer the way I give it to you. Don't ask me nothing else. You asked me and I gave you the answer. Shirts or blouses? Shirts. Who's king of the North now? Rob. Heck you talking about? My boy finna get revived. Rob. Sorry, don't let my laugh and make you think I don't respect what I said. I can laugh. You know what I'm saying? Let me laugh. Let me enjoy myself. It's been a hard day for me. Let me enjoy myself. Marjorie's niceness, real and fake. The fakest thing I've ever seen in my life. Fakest thing I've ever seen in my life. Faker than Wendy Williams talking good about somebody. That's how fake it was. Why did they kill Rob's baby? Because they're petty, terrible, despicable, nasty, filthy people. That laugh is what we're all here for. He needed that laugh. That's a fact. If Rob is revived as a White Walker, does that count? Man, get the heck out of here. No. No, Limits Nat. I love you, but no. Usagi said, did you understand my shirts about this joke? No, I did not understand it. Hopefully that doesn't mean that I'm with one and not the other. If you could go back on any point in the show for 5 minutes and warn one character, who do you go to? Ned. We're going to stop the mess at the source. Pretty Prophet asked a question, but what did I miss it? Did I miss the question or did I answer it? Because somebody told you a good question, so hopefully I answered it. Who has better insults, Tyrion or Olenna Tyrell? Tyrion. Do you think Marjorie would be able to handle Ramsay's craziness like with Joffrey? Heck, no. Do you think bro who got married is still alive? Yes. You going to Cersei and Loris's wedding? Heck, no. Favorite fighting style, Brienne's or Bravo's? I like Brienne, man. You know what I'm saying? Fundamentals. Don't do anything too fancy. Get the job done. Brienne's. If Melisandre got in a fight with Thoros, who would win? Priest with flaming sword that has been raising people from the dead. All magic is fair. If Melisandre got in with Thoros, Melisandre. Will the hound find love? Yeah, with a blade through his heart. Are you feeling at all recovered from watching the Red Watch? Yes. Yes, I am. I am feeling recovered from watching the Red Watch by talking to you guys. Usagi said it's a Charlie Murphy story about Prince. I don't know nothing about that. I might have to read up on that to see what it was. I don't know anything about that. I might have to read up on that. Appreciate you so much for that super chat, though. Thank you for that love. Maybe I needed some backstory to understand. Chaz Brown said Melisandre is a baddie, though. Yeah, she's evil. You're right. She's really bad. Bad to the bone. Michael Jackson bad. She's bad. You're right. Evil. How can you not know Charlie Murphy? I don't know. Same way that I barely know Charlie Brown. No, I actually do know Charlie Brown. Sorry. Have you never seen the Chappelle show? I've only seen one Chappelle episode in my life, and that was a special on Netflix, and that was like a year or two ago. Outside of that, I have not watched any comedy specials outside of maybe one Kevin Hart. Somebody says that Super Chat is about the Chappelle Show episode about Prince and Charlie Murphy. Okay. What's going to happen to Gendry? They're going to play with his emotions. He's going to think he's important, and he's going to get killed. That's my predictions about that. Did you think they would kill Catelyn too at the end? No, I actually did not. I did not think they were going to kill her at the end. I did not. All right, so we're taking a few more rapid fires, and then we're going to close this guy out. I appreciate y'all. This is actually really fun. We're actually going to have to run this back again. Pretty Prophet says, oh, you should laugh more at it. Hey, man, look, I'm glad I'm having to kick it with y'all, man. Maybe this was, hold on. Maybe this was a little therapeutic. I'm not going to lie. Maybe this was a little therapeutic. What do you think Arya does now? Mods, I'm so sorry because I know this rapid fire format has y'all on y'all's toes as y'all are trying to delete things that may be too crazy that are kind of hinting but not. So I just want to give a special shout out again to the mods in the chat. Britt, Jillian, all my mods, Kate, Rapunzel, Dana, Maddie, Brother Fizz, Heather G, Beth, any mod that I've missed. If I've missed anybody, let me know. Chimera, all of y'all, man. Love all of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Sorry, what question am I going back to? Do you think Benjen Stark is still alive? Yes. But I think he may be like a White Walker or something, or some version of a walk or something. Does Jon Snow make it to the end of the show? He makes it up into the last. He makes it like 30 seconds before the end of the show. Then he dies. When can we expect episode 10? Who said that was coming? What's going to happen with Brienne? She's going to do something epic and then get killed. What should happen to Theon next? He should be let go and just tell him to leave the show, period. What do you think Gendry did that shocked those women so much? Do you mean Podrick? I don't think you mean Gendry. I think you mean Podrick. Let me know. And if so, I can re-answer that question because I don't know what Gendry did. John says, thanks for the awesome stream, man. Thanks for just being awesome in general. Like I said, it takes a lot of energy and effort to do these, and y'all just make it like super dope. Girl Nettles coming through with a super chat. Appreciate you, Nettles. What honest advice would you give to be a man like Theon who lost his privates? Advice to keep him going. My advice to him would be, it's easy to give up I'm trying not to be petty. I'm trying. I know it's rapid fire, but I'm trying not to be petty. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to be right. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to do the right thing, y'all. Oh, man, bro. When we go out to dinner, I would ask him if he could pass me the hot dog. So what would I do to Theon, brother? Oh, don't do it to him, Addie. Stop. I'm not going to do that, but she's super chatting me. So I'm just going to speak on the advice, man. Oh, man. Oh, I would tell Theon I can't tell him keep his head in there. Oh, he can never do that again. He can't do that either. Never mind, bro. Oh, what did I tell Theon? Oh, snap, y'all. Oh, stop. Oh, no. I'm done. We gotta end it with that one, brother. I don't know what I'll tell Theon, man. I'll tell Theon this. It's over. It's over. That's my voice. It's over, bro. You had your fun. Man. Oh, man. Oh, snap, y'all. It's time to end it. Hey, I love y'all, man. Rapid Fire was hilarious. It was fun. Y'all asked me some good questions. But, man, sometimes things got to come to an end, man. Once again, appreciate y'all for joining the stream. Enjoyed the series a lot, man. This series has been a lot of fun up until this point. You know what I'm saying? Up until this point. Yeah, y'all, great question. Yeah, Theon might have to go talk to Varys. Maybe Varys can give him some better advice. But y'all, this has been hard. And y'all have made it better for me. I love y'all. But I ain't making no promises. But I will see y'all again. Y'all have a good night. And y'all be good, man. Y'all be good, man. That's what I want y'all to do. I don't care what this show tries to make you feel. If you do the right thing, bro, what you want may not always happen. But what's supposed